G'day everyone, welcome to Freedom Camp Australia. I've done an alternator in my cruiser, so I've just gone down and picked up a new one. It's an OEX brand, but it's not just a standard replacement, it's a high output 240 amp alternator. So I'm going to give this a crack. I reckon it's going to be awesome for charging up auxiliary battery in the car and also in the van as well. Anyway, let's unbox it and check it out. So this is the OEX DXA4044U alternator, 240 amp high output, 1HZ and 1HD FTE engines in the Land Cruiser, so your 70 series and also your 100 series wagons. Let's check this thing out. Instruction sheet. Now the only thing with this high output one is you can get this included new output lead, so that's required to be installed, as well as a 250 amp maxi fuse. So I bought that as well while I was there. This is the holder for the maxi fuse, so it's quite large, but I've just got to nut out where I'm going to install that under the bonnet, nice and close to the battery. So suck her out of here and check it out. That's her. Anyway, let's that all looks sweet. We'll get in and install this sucker. Right, I'm just going to pull out all the intake, all the intercooler piping off the intercooler, just to give me a bit more room in there. Should make the job a little bit easier. So I've just unbolted it all and pulled the guard off there, so pop these out. You just got to pop up the top. There's just a little hose there. You just got to make sure you unclamp that. Tip all these clamps. Rightio, so just about got this alternator to come out, ready to come out. Just backed off the bottom pivot bolt there, back that off, and then your adjustment. So those ones there loose, the top bolt's ready to come out, belts are off. I've still got the wiring connected. I might drop it down, which might give me a little bit better access to the wiring. Pretty well ready to pop this out now. I just dropped it down to undo all the wiring, so plug it back and your main positive, and then there's just a little plastic clip on there as well, so it just made it a lot easier. So it should be ready to come out now. Yeah, it fits out there good, which is what I was hoping. Rightio, I've got the new cable on the new alternator. Bit of heat shrink on there, so let's go chuck it in. Let's go. Just make sure I never seize up all of these bolts too. Righto, well I've got this all back in now, all wired up via the plug at the back. Just going to put a little bit of dielectric grease around the plug before I plug that in. This is the original alternator lead here, which I've actually disconnected from the other battery, taped up, and I've decided to leave it in place. Just in case, for whatever reason, if we're out in the middle of nowhere and we need to utilise it for
yeah, putting a standard alternator back on if that's all we can get. It's already there, ready to go. So I'm going to tie that up there nice and neatly so it doesn't affect anything. So that cable runs up through here and it actually comes to here. That's the other end of it there. And it goes onto this terminal here. So what that actually, there's a fusible link in there for which I believe would most likely be probably 80 or 100 amps for the old alternator. So I've disconnected that and I'll literally be bypassing, removing that from the circuit altogether by connecting to the right hand battery. So initially I had this set up as my auxiliary battery and I had it split. So now with this new alternator I'm going to put it back to factory. I'm going to put the same battery in there and it's going to be all back to standard. The new alternator, rather than running across over to that fusible link, will be running to the new maxi fuse, which I'll be putting in here, and then it'll run straight to this second battery, and then these batteries are paralleled up via another cable that runs to there. So that's what I'll be doing. So we'll I'll finish tidying up all this wiring and put all the intake back on, and we'll go from there. I've got a new battery coming, so I'll throw that in there as soon as it's here, and then it'll be just a matter of mounting up the maxi fuse and tidying up a bit of wiring, and the job will be done. Righto, as you can see, I've got the maxi fuse mounted here on this side guard. It's pretty neat and tidy, so pretty happy with the location of that. Just got to chuck the maxi fuse in there. And then the cover. That's it. Rightio, we're right for startup. Make sure that we're getting some charge voltage. Looks good. Rightio, we'll stay tuned for the second part of this video. I'll do some further testing using the amp clamp, load the alternator right up. If you like the video, don't forget to give it the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and if you've got any questions on the install, chuck them in the comments below and I'll answer them for you. Anyway, catch us all in the next vid.